Video games!
Another jingle there from Paul Cubic joining me in the studio now.
Hello, everybody.
You alright, Paul Cubic Rube?
Yeah, I'm good. Square.
Fair play. So we're doing video games. What do you want to tell us about?
Well, we've got a review of new Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's good. Metacritic score of 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's pretty
good. And those of you not familiar with Metacritic, it kind of gets a load of reviews all together and kind of gives an average.
Mm-hmm.
So an 8 out of 10 is good.
Very good.
Yeah, it's basically like old school platform jumping action. Good nostalgia, bringing you back to the day. Childhood memories, playing the really old Super Mario Brother games.
Mm. Well, talking of new games, I've been doing a bit of research, and the Tony Hawk series.
Yes.
I think they hit a high with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the PS1.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant game, and it was kind of all downhill from there. Like, they had Tony Hawk's Underground, and then they had American Wasteland, which was ridiculous.
They didn't realise where they were going. Just kind of kept just doing, not really updating it. Just fobbing you off.
Gimmicky. It really was. Like, they had. I remember one special move that you could do, and it involved basically you'd start riding 2 skateboards at once.
Wow.
That was a special, but yeah, obviously very unrealistic. And then Proving Ground, that was awful. But then Skate came along. Do you remember on the Xbox?
Yes.
That was good. That was really, really good. It was a good game. And it actually outsold Proving Ground 2-1.
Ooh.
But the new Tony Hawk's is actually called Tony Hawk Ride.
Really?
Okay? It came out in America mid-November. Get this, it's got the worst reviews of any Tony Hawk's game at the moment.
Wow, what have they done to it?
Basically, the gimmick is that they've got a skateboard controller that hasn't got any wheels. It's just sort of flat on the floor, and you stand on it and you basically imitate the moves as if you were skateboarding.
That sounds like they're trying to rip Wii.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like to me.
You can't use this controller with anything else. Rotten Tomatoes quote. Here's a quote from it. It's an unholy mess.
Wow.
I was watching a video review. Apparently, it doesn't even work. It's barely. It came out in America. It was about $110 or something. It was going to be £100 here. It's already dropped to 85. It hasn't even launched.
That's
the forecasting on this is bad.
I'm speechless. Quite speechless.
I want to have a go on it though.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. What's the point?
Yeah, no. It's supposed to be really quite awful.
Mm.
But talking of gimmicky things to do with video games, I was talking to a guy in the common room, and he was telling me about the Nintendo Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy. I've heard of this.
Basically, it was like a portable games console. You wear it on your face, and you've got a controller, and it had 3D. It was like kind of 3D thing. It's like going to the IMAX.
Really?
Well, but
really
in a really rubbish way.
Yeah.
This was like 80, so it was awful. But it kept saying every 15 minutes you had to take a break because it hurt your eyes so much. People suffered from retina damage. People have suffered from fatigue. They had headaches, nausea, dizziness, blur. Apparently, the redness, because it was red and blue, the redness would actually burn and hurt your brain.
Wow.
It was awful, yeah.
So there is something worse than the Tony Hawk skateboard thing then?
Supposedly.
Something that burns your brain.
But it didn't cost them however much money.
Oh, that's right then.
There was another one called the laser scope that you wore on your head. This was back for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, I remember that, the NES.
The NES back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And you wore it on your head, and it had like a cross on it, and that you look through, and you could shoot people by blinking and shouting.
Wow.
Yeah, no, lots of fun to be had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Should we stick on a song?
Go for it, yeah.
Do you want to put on a bit of Oasis?
Yep, sounds good to me.
Sounds nice and depressing.
Topical juice.
Hello, and welcome to the sports section of the show. We're joined here by Reese. You alright, Reese?
Yeah, I'm alright. You alright?
I'm feeling good. And Paul Cubic Rube.
Yes, I'm here. It's me.
Shaven. He shaved his beard.
I have.
So Reese, what happened in the football this weekend?
Well, the big story of the Premiership is Chelsea thrashing Arsenal 3-0.
Was a thrashing indeed.
That's good. How many points are they clear?
They're 5 points of Man U because Man U beat Portsmouth this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But Tottenham, who are third, are 10 points behind Chelsea.
Oh, good vibes.
Well, if you're a Chelsea fan, yeah.
And how did Liverpool get on?
They actually beat Everton 2-0. So, yeah, they're getting back into their winning ways, but their title chances are pretty much over.
Fair play.
God, did you see Drogba, though, from the Chelsea game? He was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What do you reckon on him, Reece?
Well, Wenger said that he was poor all game except for the 2 goals, so...
Yeah. Bit strange, isn't it? Striker scoring 2 goals, and yet he was poor.
Well, he's Arsene Wenger, innit?
Good old Wenger.
Yeah.
And what about football headlines?
Well, the whole controversy over the Henry handball, Ireland have actually asked for an extra World Cup place.
That's not going to happen.
No, there's no chance. There was no chance of them getting a replay, and there's no chance of them having an extra place.
Well, they didn't exactly have the luck of the Irish on that night, did they?
No.
Eh?
What's it? Reece was actually showing me a video of Roy Keane talking about it. Brilliant. That guy.
Yeah. He doesn't like people arguing, does he?
No, he's not a very nice bloke.
No, he's not. No.
What about tennis?
Davydenko beat Del Potro in the ATP World Finals.
Cool.
And he actually won £950,000.
Seriously, is that the prize?
That is the prize.
It's nuts.
Yep,
It's not your
for winning a tennis tournament.
I heard a quote about like you can do it with any sport, but what are you watching when you're watching football? It's a load of millionaires kicking a ball around.
Yeah.
It's true, innit? The money these guys get.
I know, it's pathetic, really.
Oh, but they're worth every penny, surely.
And wasn't there something about a death threat to a judge or something?
Oh, that's Serena Williams. She's the US Open. Apparently, she threatened to kill the line judge.
Why?
Well, the line judge said she called a foul, and so she had to concede the point. But Serena Williams didn't think she conceded the foul and went.
She just went nuts.
She went nuts, but she didn't threaten to kill her. That's what she says.
Oh, I see.
But now she's got a suspended ban from the US Open for 3 years, and she's got a fine.
Wow.
So.
And lastly, Wales lost in the rugby, did they not?
Yeah, they got smashed 33-12 by Australia, which pretty terrible.
Yeah, that is quite.
But Ireland beat South Africa 15-10, which is a good result.
Good.
South Africa second in the world, so not a bad result. But Scotland, despite drawing with Australia last week, they lost against Argentina 9-6.
What are you gonna do?
Well, it's not very good, is it?
I'm just waiting for the snooker, really.
Snooker, I can't wait for the snooker to come around
I'm
either.
loving my snooker. This
When
year
did-
was particularly good.
When does it start, the snooker?
No idea.
Oh.
It starts about May. I've actually checked because I can watch all the games because I've left uni by then, so I can sit up and watch all the games throughout the day.
It usually starts just when you get back into The Simpsons.
Right.
It's true, isn't it? Remember that on BBC Two?
Yeah.
It was like, damn it, it's going on for another hour. Fair play.
Right, okay, I think it was time for another song then, yeah?
Yeah. Sports roundup.
Cool. Right, this is a British Sea Power, and it's from Brighton, so... And this is them with waving flags.